welcome to my great metal detecting adventure day 4 in Norfolk County in the UK. As you'll see, the weather did not cooperate at first. It was cold and blustery, damp. It was a rough start to the morning, but I have to say, day 4 was one of my most prolific detecting days of the trip, and certainly to this point. I had, by the end of the day, 5 hammered silver coins dating from 1189 up to the 1400s, the late 1300s, early 1400s. I also had several medieval jetons from the 16th century. In addition, I had a number of artifacts. You'll see some of those digs in the video. And I also had my first Roman, and it was a boomer of a Roman, large bronze sesterces of Hadrian, dating to roughly 134 AD. So what a fantastic find. Well, it was an extraordinary day, and it's the type of day when you're out there, you forget about the weather, you forget about the elements, because you're starting to find really interesting history. And the weather doesn't matter at that point. It recedes into the background. So join me for this adventure, day 4. I hope you have as much fun as I did. See you at the end. Welcome to day 4 in England. It is blustery today, expecting wind gusts of up to 40 or 45 miles an hour. It's blowing. At least it's not raining. It was overnight, and we're expecting a full deluge tomorrow. Right now, we're on a pea field, and a fairly decent-sized field. The tours booked on this field in past years, and everything we found here at least one local point. Just walked about 8 feet from the van, and my first signal here was an iffy 46, but I dug it, and let's take a look. Here's the hole. We're down about 4 to 5 inches, maybe 6 inches, and I think I've got a hammered first one of the day. I believe it is, well, it could be hammered copper. It could be one of those, I believe it is hammered somebody. We will have Steve take a look at that and give us an attribution. You can start to see some of the details coming through. It could be a hammered copper farthing. But we will get Steve to tell us. All right, third signal of the day, I should say, and a little bit scratchy, 48, 49, 51. And what we have here is a half silver farthing. It's a hammered silver farthing, cut in half, as was the tradition in medieval England, to create smaller change. I haven't hit it with water yet, but let's do that. And there is the one side of the half cut farthing, and there's the other side. Okay, it's day 4 here, and I realized I haven't been doing many live digs, so this is a decent signal. It's a little bit elongated, scares me, but it's an 87, 88, 89. I've got my sensitivity cranked up really high because the field is pretty quiet. It's a pea field. The ground is hard as a rock, and the wind is whipping. So I'm going to try to give this a dig. Let's see what we have here. Try to take you along for the journey with me and see if we can find something together. A little scratchy and a little bit to the side of where I'm digging, so we're gonna go this way. There we go.
being pulled out. There we go. It's in there. It's in this area here. I have been a couple of Roman artifacts coming out this morning, and a few hammers, but not many so far. I'm one of the few who haven't hammered. And what do we have here? Oh, we have something round. Now it could be a shotgun shell. Those can fool you. It could be a button. I'm gonna try to pop the back. And it's a baton. It seems like every time I live dig, I find buttons. And this one's got some gold gilt on it, which is nice. That's why the signal is a little bit higher than I would have expected for a button. But you can see the gilt in the sun a little bit. No decoration on the front that I can see, but it is something. It is an artifact. Well, on to the next. We are looking for hammered coins and lots of other artifacts. Beautiful day. Well, it's turning into a beautiful day. Started off rainy, had lots of wind. I mean, some of the gusts were coming through 40, 45 miles an hour. They would almost knock you over, at least me. I had to put this raincoat on to try to minimize the wind sound around my ears with the XP headphones. Helps me focus a little bit more. We have a signal here. We just tried digging it. It's a loud 78. Sounds pretty big. Maybe it's a copper coin. I don't know. Let's go explore and find out together. All right, here's the hole. We just moved the dirt aside. It's not very deep, but it sure is loud. And there it is. It's either a coin or a button. My guess is it's a button. Actually, I can just see the shank now. Button. Every time I live dig on this trip, we are getting buttons. But it's a big one, and it looks complete, including the shank. But if we had a button collection, this would be one more. Anyway, it's a find, and of course it's a couple hundred years old, so in the US this would be a big deal. Here in the UK it's just another button. On to the next. It's not far from where I dug my hammered a little while ago. We have another signal here. Dug it out. It's sticking out of the clump. Actually just found a piece of Roman pottery not far from here, so I'm wondering if this could be. It looks like it could be a button, which is what I've been getting every time I live dig. It could be part of a coin. You know what? I think we can have ourselves another button. Yeah, it looks like there's the remnants of a shank on the back. That would be a button. A lot of buttons in this particular area. So it was probably an area where clothes were burned during one of the plagues. Anyway, on to the next. Well, it's almost lunchtime here, and just had a very deep signal, very faint 84, 85, and I almost gave up on it, but I kept digging it, and we have something special here. This is fresh out of the ground, and it's very difficult at the moment to see the detail on this, but I do believe this could be a Roman sesterces. It certainly is irregular shaped, so it doesn't look like a milled coin, a typical British milled coin. It's possible that it is, and it's just badly corroded, but once it dries we'll be able to get a little better view of what it is. But there has been a Roman denarius that came out of this field. You can start to see it perfect, looking right there. A bust looking right. And yeah, I think this could be wrong. We'll have the experts take a look at it. But it's slow going today. The signals, you really have to be patient. We can go deep. But Those pay off when you are. One of the things about metal detecting is you just never know what and where you're going to find things. So I just came back from lunch. I was up at the van here having lunch with Steve and Haley, and just started walking back out to the field. Now, most of the finds are coming from up in that area where people are right now. I had a signal here, and I thought I would dig it, and dug it, and it was just in the side of the hole here. Pulled it out, and it looks to be a hammered silver coin. So I'm going to give it a little wash, and let's see what we have. Some of that muck off. It's too bad it's nicked, but it looks like it could be a rarer type. Let's see here. Well, we're not that far from the van, so we're going to walk it down and give it to Steve and see. So I just talked to Steve, the expert, and he said it's an Edward the First. So yeah, we got another Edward. I think that's my third Edward. I'm up to 7 hammered coins now so far, and this is day 4. There's more out here, and this is a spot that many people, all these people have walked over the spot in and out multiple times today. So we're going to keep working this area.
Look at the beautiful long cross on the back of this Edward I hammered silver penny. What a fantastic portrait of Edward. Hard to believe this coin is over 1,100 years old.
We've got another beautiful signal here. 84. It's almost too loud, almost too strong a signal. But we're going to dig it. We're in a pea field, so it's right by the pea. And oh, what a relief this is. Most of the ground we had today is like concrete. This ground just is nice and sandy. Still in the hole. Just to target a little bit. Still in the hole. Nice and loud and crisp. Sharp. It's still there. Still in the hole. It's a little too big. It's making me nervous. But let's see what we've got. It's in here. It's in here now. And let's see what we got. Is it that thing right there? No, that's just a piece of stone. Come on, come on, come out wherever you are. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, it's over here. We have a coin, I think, or we have a large button. You know, every time I've live digged today, we get buttons. That's an interesting one. I think there might be some design on there. It's hard to say. In any event, it is a button, not a coin. Just had a Georgian coin a few minutes ago. Had a really great day today, day 4 in Norfolk metal detecting. Let's take a look at the board. Here you go. There's a boom weight, number of buttons across the top, all sorts of shapes and sizes. Buttons, buttons, buttons. We get a lot of buttons here. Georgian coin, but it's toast. Nice half of a shoe buckle. Some doodads here, various ages. And then the big scores for today, 5 hammered coins. First was an Edward I, London Mint. Another Edward I, London Mint. Here's a Jetton
from Nuremberg, 16th century, with the rose and the orb on it. 16th century Tudor button. The top, unfortunately, is just missing a bit. Here's a Roman sesterce of Hadrian. If you look, you can see the eye and the head facing right. That is a portrait of Hadrian, big old bronze sestercius. And actually, you can believe it or not, that coin is in pretty good shape for a sesterce. A lot of times when they come out of the soil, they're completely toasted. You can't even identify them. So at least here we know that it's Hadrian based on the portrait type. Continuing with the hammered, here's a very rare Richard I penny. It's half cut. London Mint, 1189 to 1199. Richard ruled for just a few years, so it's his coinage is quite rare. And this is my personal favorite, Edward I farthing from the London Mint, 1279, 1307. Just a beautiful little coin. Tougher to find because they're smaller than the pennies. And generally, except for the Edwards, very rare. They can sell for hundreds of pounds each. The Edwards are more common. And then finally, Venetian Soldino. Date range somewhere in the 1380 to 1520 range. Very difficult to tell. It's fragmentary. It's folded over. It's quite fragile. But there we go. That is today's list of finds. Really fun day out there. It was a tough field to work on. Ground was quite hard in spots, but persevered. And the weather changed in the afternoon, and it was quite pleasant. And that's what we have to show for it. So day 4 is in the books. Can't wait to get back out tomorrow morning. 8 o'clock the bus leaves. So we'll see you in the next video. What an incredible day 4. If you're enjoying these videos, please like and subscribe. They help us in the algorithms. We'd love to make more of these. They do take a lot of time to edit and put together. But if you're enjoying them and like it, it gives me an indication I should continue to make more. So please do that from your mobile phone or even from your remote control on the TV. While this was a great day, and it was, we still have some fantastic finds coming up in future videos, including one spectacular piece that is going through Treasure Trove right now. So please stay tuned for future episodes to see that and other interesting artifacts on our journey through the fields of Norfolk County in the UK. So until next time, please have fun metal detecting, and may all your tones be high tones. We'll see you next time. Take care.